What's good, gamers? Tonight we're doing a little showcase of this budget 2025 inventory. It's themed to kind of have like this dark theme, so we'll get right into it. First and foremost, we got the USB skin. I went with the Ticket to Hell because it kind of fits this dark theme that we have going, and the min wear is only 96 cents, so that's the one that we picked out. But if you want a stat track one, I think the field tested stat track is about 170, so not bad. Honorable mention for that. For the USP, we also have the Black Lotus field tested, which is 178, so it's a little more pricey. So that's why I didn't select it, because it's, I don't know, I've seen it a lot and it's just a little pricey, so I went with the Ticket to Hell because it's under $1. And next we have the P250 cassette for the CT side. I picked this because I don't know, I've always liked the cassette. I always liked the look of it. It's got this kind of vintage look, and it's got some purple in there, so I threw it in there. Kind of fits the theme. Only 30 cents for that, I think. So, I mean, you can get a cassette field tested for like 10 cents, but this one factory new is 27 cents. And then for the other side we have a different one, but anyways, for the 5.7 we went with the StatTrak Kami. Let's see, get the price on this, because the StatTrak Kami it has all the different patterns. That's kind of why I picked it. And I don't know, I mean, the one that I selected here, I'll show you it. Looks like this. I like the look of it, and it's got that black and white theme for the kind of, I don't know, fits the theme well, for the black and white kind of dark theme that we have going. So, but for the one that I got, I think it was minimal wear, $3, or you can get a field tested for $2.23. And yeah, this one's beat up, but you gotta kind of inspect different ones. See, the one that I picked was, real quick look, minimal wear, so costs about $3, so a little more pricey. I'm a huge 5.7, avid 5.7 enthusiast. I like it. It's that one bullet headshot, so I went a little more expensive on that. But you know, there's less expensive 5.7s, like the, what's it called? There's a blue one, 5.7 Scumbria is decent. Like if you have like a StatTrak Scumbria, kind of fits the theme as well, and it's about less than $1 for the min wear, half $1. So also a decent option, kind of in case you didn't want to go $3 on the 5.7. Fits the theme as well. So for the Deagle we have a lot of choices, kind of some options. For the CT, I would go with the Desert Eagle Sputnik. It's kind of a newer skin. And the min wear, let's see. Min wear is under $2, so pretty decent. Then field tested, let's see how it looks. Yeah, field tested looks kind of beat up, so I wouldn't really go any lower than that. But if you want something a little cheaper, I'd go with either the Desert Eagle Corinthian or the Light Rail. It's kind of got this like kind of Star Wars ass look to it. And then the Corinthian's got this kind of like bronze look if you're looking for that. Kind of shiny bronze. Also kind of fits the theme, but if you're looking for something like darker, sort of black and white, I'd go with the meteorite personally. But Sputnik would be my top pick for the CT side, because it's got that blue and white color going, and there's different patterns too. There's lots of different patterns for the Sputnik. It's a lot like the case hardened or the Kami, which honorable mention by the way. 5.7 case hardened. What does that cost? It's pretty expensive though. Fuck. I don't know if that could really fit in this. Yeah, never mind. It's not really a budget 5.7, so never mind on that. But for the dualies, I didn't really spend much time looking at this. I just kind of picked the dueling dragons because they just look kind of cool, and this is well worn by the way. So I mean, for a well-worn, cheap-ass dualies here, that's what you're getting. It's pretty good. And I don't really care that much about the dualies. I'm sorry. Like, the fuck even is that gun? For the Mag 7 and the mid tier, I got the Mag 7, Swag 7. Can't go wrong with that. This thing costs field tested. I think it's. Is it 140 or is it 40 cents? Let's see. I think it's 40 cents. Oh, it's fuck. So the Swag 7, can't go wrong with it. 42 cents for the field tested, so pretty good budget skin. But if you want something different, you can also do the. You can do the heat. Kind of fits the theme pretty well too. I don't know. I like the heat for the colors and shit. It's for the stat track. I believe it's 104 for the well-worn stat track, and you really just kind of have to look at the different. You kind of have to inspect them because. The heat, I don't know why, but it has these little it has this little mark right here on the gun, always, and some of them less than others. It's kind of weird, but yeah, the well-worn stat track heat, 104, about $1, and then the field tested heat. Which this one, for some reason, the field tested was looking better in this area. But anyways, 58 cents for that, so pretty decent. Yeah, 50, 59. So not bad. Next up, we got couple of choices for the XM. I mean, there's really nothing that crazy in the budget range, but you got the Irizumi for maybe CT side, and then if you want, you could also do the Hieroglyph is insanely cheap. Minware was like, what was it, like 7 cents? I think it was 7 cents, so pretty cheap. Yeah. So for Minware, that's I had to inspect a few of them to find one that looked like this. So one I accidentally bought that looks like this. But same wear, just shitty float, different float. But yeah. So for the Bison, I also picked out a couple different options. Because a lot of them fit the theme pretty well, and. So the cheapest one is gonna be the Facility Sketch Fac New. It's just this black and white, blue and white sort of thing. Looks like the Kami sort of. So picked that one out. Thought it was decent looking skin. But then you have the StatTrak Space Cat. Could also do, which I've actually got equipped on T side, but honorable mention is the brass. Fits kind of well. It's a shiny skin if you're looking for that. But also, as a meme, I threw in the factory new sand dashed for 10 cents for the memes. You know, you could put some stickers on there. I think I'm gonna do that just as a joke and throw it in my rotation. But yeah, I'd put the facility sketch on CT because it matches the 5.7. So that's why I put that in there. Next up, we have the MP9. I didn't really do that much looking on the MP9 either because I think that the best skin for this theme is the featherweight because you can pretty much get a battle scarred one. I think that's what I did. Battle scarred, and it looks just like the factory new pretty much. So I got the StatTrak featherweight. It costs, let's see, StatTrak featherweight costs like fucking 10 cents, I think. Let's look it up. Just about. Yeah, 17 cents for that, so pretty cheap. I got the Negev equipped, so we're gonna do the prototype. Just because it kind of fits that black and white theme. There's really not much better skins in the low end range for Negev, other than like that one skin, the Dazzle, fucking Minwear maybe. But honestly, I don't know. It's kind of beat up, so I didn't really put it in. But it's an option, nonetheless. And onto the rifles, we have for the M4A1S for the budget rifle. The cheapest one is the Wash Me Please, and it kind of fits that theme that we have going. It's decent. It's got some purple and blue in there. It's not the best skin, but I kind of like it, honestly. I like that it kind of looks like it resembles the sandstone sort of. But if I were to do that, I'd probably also throw in the M4A4 Polymag StatTrak. Maybe get one with like a craft going like this, and that costs 25 cents. So, I mean, not bad at all. Really cheap, really cheap. But also, if I were to do instead like an alternate sort of loadout with a little more expensive, I'd do the M4A4 M4A1S Night Terror. Maybe get like some with the right stickers. The skin looks decent. I wish I had my old craft to show you guys, but with the right stickers, it looks good, and it's 62 cents for the field tested. So really cheap. For the StatTrak field tested, it's $3. So if you want a StatTrak, $3. If you want to go a little more pricey on that. But yeah, so for the A4, I also have the Magnesium StatTrak. I just love this skin. Sort of got like a reflective look to it, and it's got, mine had this Gnome Mercy sticker on it that I kind of like. But a lot of stickers go well on this skin too if you want to make yourself a craft. But yeah. I love the Magnesium, super cheap too. It's 80 cents for the StatTrak, so can't go wrong with that. For the SSG, we have two options. Fever Dream, which is a little cheaper, coming in at 70 cents. And I've got that selected for the CT side because it kind of matches the theme better. And then for T side, or as another option, we've got the Xeno, which is $1 field tested. And hold on, we'll inspect these real quick. This is the Fever Dream, Xeno field tested. It's just got a cool look to it. I don't know, and it's gray, so gray and sort of fits the theme. So yeah, got the Xeno and the Fever Dream. So for the FAMAS, I went with the Rapid Eye Movement stat track. I just like this skin a lot, and it's got sort of like a texture to it, 3D texture, sort of. Looks better in game, I'd say. FAMAS Rapid Eye Movement stat track, well worn, $2.36. So I went a little more pricey on that, but if you want something cheaper that fits the theme, I'd get the Teardown Factory New, because it's 92 cents, so it's under $1, and it fits really well in the theme, so why not? So for the op, I went with the Duality. I feel like it's one of the best low-end op skins, and also as a meme, we also picked out a Safari Mesh with this battle scar like to shit as a joke, and if you want to do like something like as a joke, that's also a good option. But honorable mention, big honorable mention here, classic Acheron battle scarred. Bear with me, I mean this shit is like underrated, I'd say. It's like a Acheron battle scarred, about 41 cents, and if you find one with super low flow, not like this, like even more battle scarred, it has a cool look to it, but I don't really want to like look through and find one right now. It'd take like forever, I feel like. This is kind of decent. No, this is kind of what I'm talking about though. Something like to this effect. Oh, son of a... God damn it. That's so annoying. But yeah, that's an option too. That Acheron, but I'd say the best one probably is the Duality. Well worn. $3.45 for that. This is the well worn. $3.45. Go a little more expensive on the op if you want, but if you want something cheaper, I'd honestly go with the Battle Scarred Acheron. I mean, shit, it's kind of like, I don't know. If you put a sticker on it too, it's kind of cool. Or the Battle Scarred Safari Mesh, just for the hell of it. But yeah, on to T side. For T side, starting pistol, I went with the Ironwork. I just think the reason I picked this is because of the AK that I picked out. I feel like it matches pretty well, so I went with the stat track Ironwork because I just like the stat tracks. And let's see, price of that for the stat track is 70 cents, so under $1 and decent looking. But for the other options, I have the stat track Catacombs because it's that dark look, or you can go with the regular Catacombs. Factory New is $1, so kind of, it's got, you know, sort of a cool looking Glock. And then the Nuclear Garden, if you're looking for something more colorful, is also a good option, but it's also a little more pricey. The mint field tested is decent looking. Like, that's decent. Oh damn, I might even buy that shit. I would, but I'm pretty much out of the balance and I don't feel like putting more in, so yeah. Nuclear Garden 150 if you're looking for some like color in your Glock. And then if you're looking for more of a purple Glock, the Moonrise is good. And you can get a Minware for 126, so I'd also put that in there as an option. Decent looking. So next up we have for the T side, I picked out this P250 Drought because it's matches well with this AK, so we'll talk about this AK next. P250 Drought also, it's cool looking and it has different patterns that you can pick out, and factory new is 70 cents, so it's cheap as well. And the reason I picked this one is because the main AK that we're going with is this Baroque Purple, and I found this one with some cool stickers on there. And I like the Baroque Purple a lot because it's, you don't see it a lot, and it's decently cheap. The Minware was pretty, it's almost $10, $9.75 for the Minware. But if you're looking for something cheaper that's similar, I'd say that the Steel Delta is like the most similar thing, and this one had a sticker on it as well, but it was $175 for that. $185 field tested, so a lot cheaper for the budget. And it's like pretty much the same look. It's just that the Baroque Purple has this kind of like almost like a wallpaper look to it. I don't even know how to explain it. It just looks really cool and almost like has this gothic look. But yeah, I'd put that in as the #1 AK, and then the Steel Delta if you're looking for something less expensive that is dark and sort of cool looking, I guess. And then for this side, we put in the Xeno, of course. We already sort of talked about that. But anyways, back to the pistols because we got distracted. We had to kind of talk about the AK a little bit. I went with the Sandstorm Tech 9 because you got so many options, like patterns to pick from. The regular one's a lot cheaper, but this one, how much does it cost? Tech 9 Sandstorm. So Minware field test. This is a field tested that I have, so 63 cents for the regular, and then for the stat track it's $1.12. So I got this purple one that I really liked, and I'm really happy with it, and I think it fits well into the sort of purple, black and white theme that we kind of have. Sort of like black, white, blue, and purple, I'd say. But for this side, we have selected the Corinthian, or I would put in the Meteorite if you're looking for something a little darker. We already kind of talked about the Deagles and the dual Berettas. But next up, I went with the Highwayman. It's just a clean, kind of gold, sort of. I mean, some people use the Nova instead, but for this loadout, we're gonna go with the Highwayman because it's 95 cents field tested. So, next up, I put the XM Hieroglyph on this side because it just kind of fits, kind of reminds me of the Sandstorm a little bit. So I put that in there, and then we also have the Space Cat, like I said earlier. Got the purple in there. I went with the stat track. It's really cheap for the stat track too. It's 54 cents field tested, so really cheap. And then the Mac 10, I'm really excited about this one because it's this light box, and the Mac 10 light box stat track. It's got this optical illusion thing going on, and then it's also really cheap too. Let's see, where is it at? Mac 10 Lightbox. It's for some reason I didn't write it down, but minimal wear is 76 cents. If you want to field test it though, it's 31 cents stat track, so really cheap skin. And field tested looks really good. Like, this is a field tested. So 36 cents for a decent purple skin with an optical illusion on it. I'd say that's a fucking nice budget. Bang for your buck. We already talked about the Negev. I mean, it's whatever. I don't even know what to say about that really. Like, so a couple of options for the Galil though. I decided to go with a field tested tuxedo, and you just want to look for one that has a high float. Because field tested has a big float range, and actually don't know what the price of that one is, so let's take a look real quick. Take a little gander. Field tested. $0.58, really cheap. Really cheap. And then if you want a darker option though, I really like this metallic squeezer that they just dropped. And it's men wear. This pattern specifically I really fuck with. They have this is another one where there's a lot of different patterns that you can look at. So, or at least I think that's the case for this one. Metallic squeezer, men wear, $1.91, so it's under $2. But if you're looking for also like honorable mention, Sandstorm. But the thing about the Sandstorm is just, it's like if you like care about skins that are beat up, like if you don't want to beat up skin, then don't get a Sandstorm, because this is mid wear and it's beat up as fuck. Like, how is that mid wear, bro? And then you got, it's a little more pricey too. Like, field tested $1.30, but like, oh my god, I actually really like this. What the fuck? I kind of like that a lot, actually. You know, it's beat up as fuck, but if you find one that's like this, oh, I fuck with that. So, you know, that's an option too. Also fits really well. Personally, I think I'd go with this one, just because it's new and fresh in the eyes, and it's got silver and gold. We talked about the AK. This craft I love, and then the op. I would go with the op duality on T side. Maybe this on CT side is a joke, and then last but not least, we got the fucking ventilator. I don't know, super cheap, just to have a skin, you know. And that's everything. So let me know what you guys think about these decisions, or if there's any skin that I left out that would have fit really well into the theme. I'd love to hear about it, honestly. But yeah, I hope that this helps you guys out. I took a lot of time looking for skins that would fit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it.